Hi, garden rebels. Are you feeling it? I am definitely feeling it. It's just that awakening of spring fever. And along with that comes a very, very basic but important question. We've got old hanging baskets from last year. Can we make something of them for this year? Let's find out. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your old hanging basket from last year. Now, if it's a plastic basket, no worries. But if it's one of those baskets that you've invested in, you want it to be nice for many, many years, what you'll discover is that oftentimes if it came with a cocoa liner, that the cocoa liner has worn out. Now here you can see that it's getting a little fluffier here. This one's probably still good for another year. It doesn't have any apparent holes or big gaps at all. But if yours does, it's okay to take this and throw it out. But what that leaves us with is an empty basket. And finding that liner for your basket sometimes is an mission impossible. So let's go over some easy ways to keep that basket that you've invested in going on for many, many more years. So one of the most simplest way of lining a basket is just simply finding that liner, like I said before. And we do have some particular pre-formed liners that are really, really easy. So it's that pressed cocoa husk, and usually it's in a pretty thin layer and already formed for a basket. Usually your hanging baskets are in some pretty standardized sizes, believe it or not. They're 10 inch, 12 inch, 14 inch, 16 inch, 18 inch, goes up to 24, and I've got them as large as the world's largest hanging basket. But on this shelf here you can see I've got 12, 14, 16, very, very easy. And I also have some cloth liners as well. Goods and bads about them. One is it's easy, so it's just measuring your diameter of your basket. This happens to be a 14-inch hanging basket. I find a 14-inch liner of that pressed cocoa, and voila, in it goes. The nice thing about these particular liners, while it's very, very thin, it does come with a nice plastic liner, so it will allow you to hold more water. Voila, away we go, away we're planting. Done, finished, easy as that, right? If you do that technique, by the way, bring in your basket, because every basket you'll find is ever so slightly different. This is also a 14-inch hanging basket, right? So let's just try that bit that we just did. Away it goes. It seems to fit nicely, right? And by all appearances, it fits okay. What it is lacking a little bit of space here on the top here, which can be very important, because the more soil your hanging basket holds, the more water and nutrients it holds, and the better your plants will do, especially during the heat of the hot summer. So having that little bit of extra soil can be critical. Technically, another 14-inch hanging basket right here. It seems to fit pretty well, right? This crown basket. But you'll notice too, while the depth is pretty good, there's a lot of space here that we won't be able to get as well. And when we push the soil in there, it's not going to be a perfect fit. What? I've just cut out a foot of this to cover all of this. And I'll show you a quick and easy way to line a basket with just a foot wide piece of fabric. And of course, last but not leastly is our moss cloth. It's something that we developed here. It's really strong. It's made out of a very tough fabric that lasts years and years. And it also threads easily, just like cloth. Another option, so you can take a basket like this. So you end up with something like this using that same threading technique. We even line our little baskets with our moss cloth. And we can line even big baskets too. That's Portland Airport carpet. It's famous. Of course, that's just a few ways to keep your basket that you've invested going on for years and years and years. We have a lot more options up at our planting bar. Be sure, by the way, to download our app. That way you can book a spot at the planting bar to line your baskets to your heart's content. Also plant it there as well if you like. The soil and the root power is no charge. It's free. Guys, that's the helpful tips and tricks for this week. Always live your passion. Just the mossing part is fun.